Hello, welcome back. Today we'll be discussing about fraction. This is strictly for pupils in primary school and JSS1 students. So for people in grade 1 to around 5 and 6. So what is fraction? Fraction is part of a whole. It's part of a whole. For example, when you are asked to divide a chocolate into 5 equal parts, so then and you asked to pick 2, that 2 that you pick is 2/5. It's a fraction. Anything that look like this is what we call fraction. Another example, you are asked to divide an orange into 2 equal parts. Then you pick 1. That one that you pick is what we call 1/2, also called half. So that's basically what fraction look like. So it's as simple as that. This upper number is what we call the numerator, and the lower number is what we call the denominator. It's what we call the denominator. So top number we call it numerator, the lower number we call it denominator. So that's basically what fraction is. Fraction is as simple as that. You can ask other fraction that look like this as well. You still get to this part. These are mixed fraction. These are improper fraction, so we still get to that part. But first, before we continue, drop in the comment section if you are asked to divide an orange into 4 equal parts, then you are asked to pick 2. What is that fraction? What is the fraction? Drop it in the comment section. The next thing to discuss is type of fractions. So the first is we have proper fraction. So what is proper fraction? These are the normal fraction, random fraction that you come across. So like 1/2, let's say 4/7, 3/10. So in proper fraction, you will have the numerator, the top number here, the numerator to be lesser than denominator. So the number that is at the top will be lesser than the number here. So that's what we call basically called proper fraction. So any fraction that does not follow this simple rule is not proper fraction. It is not proper fraction. So let's move on to improper fraction. So what are improper fraction? So improper fraction are fraction that has their numerator to be greater than their denominator. What am I saying is that the number at the top here will be greater than the number at the bottom. So we have example like 5/3. Let's say 6/5. Let's say 10/3. So these are what we call improper fraction. Improper fraction. So the next is mixed fraction. In mixed fraction, you have a whole number plus proper fraction. This is what we call mixed fraction. You will have a whole number first, then proper fraction. A whole number first, then proper fraction. So drop in the comment section whether 7/2 is proper fraction, improper fraction, or mixed fraction? Drop it in the comment section. So the next thing we are discussing is how to simplify or find equivalent of fractions. So how do you simplify a fraction? When you divide a fraction by the same number, you are simplifying it. For example, let's say we want to simplify this fraction, 4/8. To simplify this, now you just find a number, you divide the numerator by that number, and you divide the denominator by that number as well. So if we should pick 4, say 4 divided by 4 will give us 1. The 8 divided by 4 will give you 2. You already simplify this fraction. And this and this are equivalent. They are equivalent to each other. You just simplify it. For example, let's say we have 15/20. To simplify this, you can see that 5 can easily go in 15 and it can easily go in 20. So we have 3/4. 15 divided by 5 will give you 3. 20 divided by 5 will give you 4. So you already simplified this fraction to this. And both of them are equivalent to each other. To find the equivalent of 3/4 as well, let's say 3/4. If you should multiply 3 by a number, then you multiply that same number with 4. You already have equivalent of that fraction. For example, let's say 3 times 2 will give you 6. 4 times 2 as well will give you 8. So these fractions are equivalent to each other. These fractions are equivalent to each other. So when you want to simplify a fraction, what do? You just have to divide the numerator and the denominator, the number at the top and the number at the bottom. You just have to divide it by a number. So you already simplified the fraction. And they are equivalent to each other. So that's how we simplify fraction. Next, we'll be discussing about how to add and subtract fractions that have the same denominator. Fraction that has the same denominator is very easy to add and subtract. The rule is just that you have to keep the denominator. That's the rule. Keep the denominator. So examples. Let's solve this question. So the first one, we have 2/7 plus 3/7. So the rule is that you keep a denominator. They have the same denominator, so equal, write one down. Then apply whatever operation that you can see there. The operation here is what? 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3. So 2 plus 3, what's the answer? 2 plus 3 is 5. So the answer is 5/7. So that's it. It's very, very simple. The same thing with this one as well. We have 5/8 minus 1/8. So the rule is that you keep a denominator. Since they have the same denominator, just keep it. Write one down. 8. They apply whatever rule that you can see there. Whatever operation that you can see here, apply it. We have 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 is 4. We have 4/8. So you can simplify this. We already discussed how to simplify a fraction. So to simplify this now, you can say 4 divided by 4 will give us 1. 8 divided by 4 as well will give us 2. So the answer is 1/2. 1/2 and 4/8. They are equivalent to each other. So next, we are going to discuss how to convert between improper fraction to mixed fraction, and from mixed fraction to improper fraction. So let's take for an example this improper fraction, 7/3. So this is an improper fraction. So we want to convert it to mixed fraction. Remember I said that mixed fraction, we have a whole number, then proper fraction. So the first thing to do is you divide 7 divided by 3. We give you what? 7 divided by 3 will give you 2. Remainder 1. So the rule is to do what? You keep the denominator, which is 3. 7 divided by 3 is what? 2. So write 2. You keep the denominator as the denominator. Then the remainder, you write it. That's just it. The first thing to do is you divide it. The numerator by the denominator. Remember, the numerator is greater. So you divide it by the denominator. So in this case now, 7 divided by 3 will give you 2. Remainder 1. So you write that 2. You keep the denominator. Then remainder, you put it as the numerator. So that's how you convert from improper fraction to mixed fraction. Now for mixed fraction to improper fraction, let's try this. 2 over 1 over 4. Let's try this example. So to convert this mixed fraction to improper fraction, so the first thing to do is to multiply this whole number by the denominator. Remember, you multiply this whole number by the denominator. So we have 2 times 4. This will give you 8. Then after that, you add 8 plus the result here. You add it with the numerator. So we have 8 plus 1, which is 9. So your answer will be 9 over, here as well, you keep the denominator, 9 over 4. So when converting mixed fraction to improper fraction, the first thing to do is multiply the whole number with the denominator. In this case, I have 2 times 4, it's equal to 8. Then you add the result, you add it with the numerator. So you add the result with the numerator, 8 plus 1, we have 9. You always keep your denominator, so you have 9 all over 4. So that's how to convert from improper fraction to mixed fraction. LCM, lowest common multiple. So we discussed about LCM before, the addition and subtraction of fraction with different denominator. So because we'll be needing that. So for example, let's find the LCM of 4 and 6, 3 and 5, then 2, 3 and 10. So the first one, we have 4 and 6. That can go through. So let's speak 2. 4 divided by 2 will give us 2. 6 divided by 2 give us 3. So another number that can go through as well, we have 2. 2 into give us 1. 3 divided by 2, not even go through. So just leave it like that, right 3. Then you can use 3. 3 can go through in 3 as well. Just leave this one like that. So we have 1. So the LCM of 4 and 6 now will be 2 times 2 times 3. 2 times 2 times 3. 2 times 2 will give us 4. 4 times 3 will give us 12. So the ICM now is 12. So for the second one, which is 3 and 5. So the first number that can go straight is 3. 3 divided by 3 will give you 1. 3 cannot go to 5, so just leave it like that. So the next number is 5. So it's already 1. 5 divided by 5 will give you 1 as well. So to get the LCM now, you multiply this together. 3 times 5 will give us what? That will give us 15. So the LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. For the last one, which is 2, 3 and 10. The first number that can go through is 2. It's already obvious. So we have 2 divided by 2 give us 1. Write 3. 2 cannot go through in 3 to still give us remainder. So 10 divided by 2 give us 5. So the next number is 3. 3 can go in 3. 3 divided by 3 will give you 1. 5 divided by 3 will still give you remainder. So just leave it like that. So the next number is 5. 5 divided by 5 will give you 1. So now to get the LCM of 2, 3, and 10, we multiply this together. We have 2 times 3 times 5. 2 times 3 will give you 6. 6 times 5 will give you 30. So that's it. We are going to be making use of this LCM when we are solving addition and subtraction of fractions with different denominator. We're going to be making use of the knowledge of LCM. addition and subtraction of fractions with different denominators. Remember, when we did addition and subtraction of fraction with the same denominator, that's very simple and straightforward. You just keep one denominator, then you apply any operation that you see. So now in this case, it's totally different, So when they have different denominator like this, the first thing to do is to look for the LCM of the denominators. The bottom number, look for their LCM. That's the first thing to do. So now to look for the LCM of 6 and 3, we have 6 already because they are lower common multiples. 3 times 1 will give you 3. 3 times 2 will give you 6. So the LCM is already 6, and 6 times 1 is 6. So the lowest common multiple is 6. So when you know their lowest common multiple now, so you can now convert the fraction. You write down the lowest common multiple, which is 6, as the denominator. Then you are going to convert the fraction. You convert each fraction. So how do you convert this fraction? To form this now, use 6 divided by 6. That will give you 1. 1 times 5 will give you 5. You divide first, then you multiply. 6 divided by 6. That will give you 1. 1 times 5 will give you 5. So you write it down. Divide first, then the result, you multiply it with the remainder. So the operation here is what? Is addition. So now let's convert this fraction as well. 6 divided by 3 will give you 2. 2 times 2 will give you what? 4. You write it down. So you are going to convert the fraction. That's how you convert the fraction. You can see 5 over 6. 5 over 6 are equivalent to each other. 2 over 3. 4 over 6. They are equivalent to each other. So now you apply the operation here. We have 5 plus 4. That will give us 9. All over 6. If you see, we can simplify this fraction. It's very easy to simplify. So 3 can go in 9 and 3 can go in 6 as well. 9 divided by 3 will give you 3. 6 divided by 3 will give you 2. So this is our final answer. 3 all over 2. 9 all over 6 is equivalent to 3 over 2. So that's how you add fractions with different denominators. You look for the LCM first, the LCM of their denominator. Then you convert each fraction. Then you apply the operation that is there and simplify if necessary.